just got back from the store to buy one of these Monster energy drinks. I have a big day of webinars ahead with clients, so I have to take the appropriate amount of caffeine. The problem is, when I have these drinks, I usually can't sleep for 2 days. Let me know how you feel when you have these drinks. Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about having these Monster energy drinks. More importantly though, what I want to do today is I want to look at shares of Monster Energy. MNST is the ticker symbol. I think there's a trade setting up, so let's go on over to the charts and have a look at what that looks like. Come on.
So here we are looking at the chart of Monster Beverage Corp, MNST, and first starting with the multi-year look, you can see that this stock has done a pretty good job of rallying, consolidating then for a couple of years, and then rallying again. And it basically, ever since the stock reached sort of the February 2015 time frame, it started basically trading sideways. It had some sell-offs, some rallies, sell-offs, and it's been very, very choppy. And I don't necessarily think that this trading range is about to be over just now, but there is a trend, a trade setting up in the near term. And I should also point out that there is this sort of the threat of this sort of broadening top. Usually when you see this kind of price action, ultimately it does tend to lead to a significant move to the downside. It's not my call right now. My focus is more near term. So let's do that. Let's have a look at the daily chart of MNST, and you can see the moving averages, the intermediate term moving averages, the 50, the 100-day, and the 200-day are all fairly close together. That of course makes sense considering how choppy yet flat this stock has been over the course of the past 12 months or so. More importantly, and really my focus here, if we look at the 8 and 21-day moving averages, you can see that the stock gapped higher after reporting better than expected numbers in late April, but ever since the stock has basically been stuck in a very tight trading range, and you can see that if I draw that in here, this trading range more and more does look like it wants to ultimately break or resolve in one direction or another. Which direction it's going to resolve to, I don't know, and I don't care. That's the best part about it. But this consolidation wedge ultimately will most likely lead to a better directional move, either to the upside towards 160 or ultimately to the downside towards at least 140. So you have a very well-defined price targets here to focus on. Again, what the stock has to do first, though, before this makes sense, it's got to close probably above at least, maybe 152 dollars, maybe 152.50 or in order to go long. On the downside, it certainly has to break below 149 on a daily closing base at the very least before we could see better at downside momentum. So it's not something you need to rush into right now, but I did want to bring it to your attention because I do think ultimately the broader market is going to make a better directional move as well, and Monster will likely participate in whatever direction that tends to be. So that's what we're looking at here in Monster. As always, guys, please follow me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. We just launched a campaign on Instagram just a couple of weeks ago to show people more free tips and tricks how to become a successful active investor and trader. A little bit about the trader and investor lifestyle as well. So join me on Instagram.